They say I can't. They say I can't cut it in New York. Well, I'm at his Big Apple throat slashing. This Magnum, a brand new model. I'm bringing gunplay down the runway since you old-fashioned. What's bragging? Kill him. He gon' 3-0 Swave. And in order for me to win, I gotta regrow braids. I hear all this crap. Team Hami boss is whack. His last battle, he's lackluster. He been falling flat. Get off of that. The boss is back. He get crazy. I'm slamming B on his head. That's a Boston cap.
Hey yo, salute to all my subscribers. Special shout out to everybody else passing through. YouTube, what's good? Alright, so I want to get into this battle rap review between Swave, Sevah, and B. This went down on the RBE Battle League card. Now I caught this battle. Live on the pay-per-view when it first dropped, and I wanted to review this battle ever since I started seeing a lot of blogs popping up. I think Angry Fan did a phone interview where he was talking to a bunch of people on his show, and they was talking about, oh, you know, B-Dot got the battle, he won it 2-1. Even on Champion, they were talking about the battle, saying B-Dot got it 2-1. First of all, and this is why I decided to start doing battle rap reviews on this channel, because I said a while back that I wasn't going to do battle rap reviews on this channel. Now, I've been following the hip-hop culture and the battle rap culture since the beginning of this shit. But, you know, I always, you know, went to the other channels, you know, the bloggers and the fans who do battle rap reviews, you know, just to kind of see, you know, what the general consensus was. And I started seeing recently, like I'm going to say in the past year or two, how people judge battles, it just really, I don't get the shit sometimes. Like, I really don't. You know, what I look for is different. When I judge a battle, when I'm trying to make a decision on who won a battle, I'm noticing that the things I look for and the things that matter to me as far as what gets you points in a round, you know what I'm saying, one battle rapper over another. And I think the last straw was the Mook Verb battle, when everybody who was saying Verb won that battle, that was like the last straw for me. So I decided, alright, I'm going to start doing battle rap reviews on my channel. Not even for battle rap fans, not even for people. Honestly, for me. Just because I don't really like how y'all be judging these battles. So I just figured I'd put my 2 cents in. So originally, I caught this battle, watched the pay-per-view live, and on first watch, on the first time I saw the battle, I was like, it's a close battle. It's dope. I got it as a classic, but it's a close battle. And when I was seeing people saying easily B-Dot 1-2-1, you know, if it wasn't for the choke, he would have, nah, that's not how I saw it. So the battle just dropped on RBE. I think it was earlier, yesterday at this point. By the time this video comes out, it'll be yesterday. And I rewatched it. The first round is hard for me to call. The first round, because they both came out, Swave and B-Dot, they both came out the gate, crazy intensity, crazy first round. B-Dot got crazy reactions to his bars. But I feel like Swave, everything B-Dot tried to do, that approach he tried to take, that, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to talk to him, teach him, you know what I'm saying, teach these lessons, all that shit that B-Dot do, I feel like Swave had rebuttals and answers for all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I like the line that Swave had, if I lay him unconscious, is he still considered a conscious rapper? That shit was hard. And the way Swave ended, see, this is the reason why I fuck with Swave. He's not the most lyrical, but he has a flow. And anybody who knows me, since I've been following hip-hop, all of the artists who I really fuck with the most are the artists who, they do have a tendency to be lyrical, but it's how they sound, their ability to flow and carry those bars. A lot of times that's as important as being lyrical. You know what I'm saying? As what you're saying, the content. How you say it, that delivery, is as important. And I fuck with how Swave delivers his shit. His delivery is dope. And the way he ended that first round, I feel like kept him from, you know, B Dot could have got that round edge to me, but how Swave ended it was just so dope. You know what I'm saying? The power of the Black Panther will be stripped away, so you better come gangster. Don't come with that, you know what I'm saying, Black Power shit. I think Swave evened out that round to me, and I really can't pick a winner for round one. If I'm forced to pick a winner for round one, I'm gonna go off preference and say I'll edge it to Swave. But if, you know, just as it stands, I got that round even. And I feel like people be afraid to do this shit. There's no rules in judging hip hop battles and rap battles. There's no rules in that say there has to be this number of points and there has to be this winner on this side. Nah, fuck that. It's how that individual battle plays out. And I got round one even. You know what I'm saying? When I look at all the reactions that B-Dot got, I look at his intensity, I look at how he got through his round, and his shit was dope. And I look at Swave, how he got through his round, and I look at his reactions, his flow, his delivery, how he ended the round. Hey, if I got it even, I got it even. That shit happens in boxing. Why the fuck can't it happen in battle rap? So I got round one between B-Dot and Swave, Sevah even. Round two, I'm not even going to bother to get into round two, because I feel like I feel, you know, people are trying to kind of change the rules of this shit. And I've been following this shit since the beginning. Like I said before, I reiterate that shit. You choke in a round, you temporarily, momentarily forget your material, you forfeit that round. And this wasn't no slip up, this wasn't no stumble, no stutter, this was a clear choke. B-Dot had to bring that shit back 2-3 times before he finally got, you know what I'm saying, back into what he was, you know, his material. That's a clear choke. You lost that round. So if the first round's even, if you give the second round to Swave because B-Dot choked, then Swave's, you know what I'm saying, it's 1-0 going into the third. And I feel like each of Swave's rounds were solid. He had 3 solid rounds, and the third round was no different. You know what I'm saying? He really started talking to B-Dot in that third round. And you could tell, and this is how I judge battles too, if the shit that you're saying is really affecting your opponent, and you could tell in their body language, you can tell when they start mumbling and saying shit, and then at the end of the battle, they looking like they tight, they don't want to dap it up or shake hands, they don't, you know what I'm saying, they don't want to have that good sportsmanship, then to me, you know what I'm saying, that's a pretty convincing tell that, you know what I'm saying, you might have lost that round. Now, B-Dot really came out that third snapping on Swave. He really did. You know, now B-Dot went first, Swave won the coin toss, but after B-Dot's round, going into the third, before I heard Swave's round, I was like, damn, B-Dot probably got this round. Because that third round, his third round was that good. And then Swave started talking to him, and the shit that he was saying visibly bothered B-Dot. It visibly did. So if we're going to go off just material alone and crowd reaction, I can understand somebody saying B-Dot round 3. But going off of how I judge battles and looking at the body language of B-Dot and how he just looked like that shit was getting to him, then, you know, I would edge the third round to Swave. But regardless, even if you're going to give B-Dot the third round, you give Swave the first round, I mean the second round, because B-Dot choked, and then I got the first round even. To me, this is either an even battle or I edge it to Swave 2-0, really, because the first round to me is even, and second round, like I said, B-Dot choked. That's a clear loss on the round, automatic. And I can edge based on how I judge battles. I can edge Swave in the third round, period. You know what I'm saying? Because when I look at a battle, it's not about the names, it's not about what the crowd, it's not even necessarily about reactions, although you do have to score points for reactions. You have to. But at the same time, if I hear something that I know is sick and it sounds crazy, I'm going to score that shit. And the thing is, they both, I believe, had equal material for the most part. They had some dry spots, both of them, but they both had some equal material where their shit was crazy. Their shit was crazy. So you got to look for other things. You got to be creative. This is one of those battles where you have to be creative and look for other things to give points on and to take points away. You have to. And off of how Swave delivered his shit from start to finish, I got to give him points for that. And how B-Dot choked in the second round, I got to take off points for that. And how B-Dot looked in the third round, with that body language and just looking like Swave was really getting to him with the shit that he was saying about the Mike Brown and yo, you and Brother Polite out here robbing the black community, and he's robbing the black community, and you're robbing the Mike Brown and then his family. Yo, that shit really looked like it was bothering B-Dot. You know what I'm saying? And whether or not that shit's true, based on that body language, based on how B-Dot was looking uncomfortable, you know, battle rap is like a game of chess. You get your opponent, you know what I'm saying, you get in their head, you start making them look uncomfortable, that shit's gonna affect the battle. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna affect the battle. I feel like based on B-Dot's body language, how Swave was talking to him and the shit that he was saying, if Swave had gone first during that third round, the way that B-Dot looked, as uncomfortable as he looked, if B-Dot would have had to go after Swave that round, look that uncomfortable, his third round, I don't think it would have been delivered the way that it was. So, to recap, you know what I'm saying, I got an edge to Swave. You know what I'm saying? If people want to argue that B-Dot won the third round, then I got the fight even. I got the first round as a draw. I got the second round B-Dot losing by default because he choked, even though his material was hot in the second, and so was Swave's. And I got me personally edging Swave the third. But if people want to say B-Dot got that third round, I won't argue that. And to me, that makes the battle even. My approach to these battle rap reviews are going to be a lot different than what the norm is. I'm going to give my honest opinion. It's not going to be polished like some of these professional battle rap bloggers, because this channel, I cover a little bit of everything. And I'm gonna cover battle rap because I watch and I consume battle rap. I'm a battle rap fan. So I'm gonna approach these battles from my perspective, and I'm gonna talk about what I look for in these battles when I watch these battles. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really give a fuck if the whole battle rap community, like when they had Verb beating Mook, it was like easily 8 out of 10 people. 8 out of every 10 people you ask had Verb winning. I don't give a fuck. Mook won that battle. I got Mook 2-1. That's just what I look for. It's just the type of shit that I look for when I look at a rap battle. And I feel like, you know, it's so oversaturated, but so many people just go with the wave. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if enough people say one thing about a particular battle, the rest of the people, for the most part, will kind of fall in line. And I'm not with that shit. So I'm coming through to shake that shit up. Just like my YouTube channel. You know, when it comes to the other content on this channel, just like, you know, it's designed to break apart the monotony of the status quo, just like it's designed to come through and have open and honest discussions about life, about relationships and everything in between. I plan to do the same shit with this battle rap review shit. I'm going to give my honest opinion. It's not going to look like how it looks on Champion. It's not going to sound the way it sounds on Angry Fans. It's not going to sound like it sounds anywhere else. I'm just going to come through and give my honest opinion as a fan watching the battle. And then y'all could go back and forth with me on what y'all thought and how y'all felt about it. And straight like that. You know what I'm saying? So look out for this series. I'm going to have some more reviews coming. It's a couple battles I've been wanting to review. It's a couple more battles I'm waiting to drop. As soon as they do, I'm going to be on that ass. Let me know what y'all think about this one. Swave, B-Dot. I got Swave technically 1-0 because the first round was a draw. The second round, B-Dot lost by default because he choked. And I give Swave the third. You know what I'm saying? So, I Swave 2-0. And if you want to argue that B-Dot won the third, then even fight. But dope, classic. They both had some dope ass material. Swave definitely surprised a lot of people. He surprised me. You know, I've always fucked with Swave since I started watching battle rap, since he been doing it. But I think he definitely should, you know what I'm saying, was in rare form with this battle on that night. Let me know what y'all think about that one. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace and love.